What's up, everyone? I'm Joker.
I'm Benny.
And we have something really special for you today. Famed multi-Mario runner KingjO444 will be performing Celeste, and it's going to be something real special.
All right, hello everybody. My name is KingjO. Welcome to Celeste. This game was built for speedrunning from the base of it. There's a lot to go in for this run. It's about 40 minutes long, but there's a lot that goes into it movement-wise and tech-wise. So we're actually going to start off in a little bit of a setup here to kind of go over the movement and what goes on. So this is a 2D platformer, so you can jump, you can grab and climb, you can dash, and that's the main mechanic. So now we get into the actual speedrun strats. You can dash jump by pressing dash and jump at the same time like this. You can hyper dash by crouching and then doing that, which gives you a lot more speed. And then you can also wave dash by jumping and then dashing like that. So, and then what we can also do is something called extended dashes. So if you dash and you don't leave the ground, you gain your dash back after a couple frames. So if we do that and hold off and buffer our jump a little bit, we can actually keep a dash and do 2 dashes. So we can do a extended jump dash just like that and get 2 dashes. We can do that with hyper dashing as well like that, and then wave dashing too. And that's the main thing of this run is keeping 2 dashes so we can do stuff in the definitely not intended order. There's also stuff like reverse. We can do everything in reverse by just flicking the control stick the other way. And then also in the transitions, we get our dash back, so we can just infinitely climb during transitions. You'll be seeing that for some skips. And then the last thing we're going to quickly explain here is ultra dashes. You gain a lot more speed if you go at a diagonal after you do an extended hyper dash. So if we do that, you gain a lot of speed. So there's a lot more that we're going to go over, but I just want to go over the basics so that we can get right into the run and explain all the tricks and stuff like that. So,
oh boy.
Let's get started. I'm going to name the file really quick. I have to. You always have to do this at a marathon. Oh, I'm also going to be donating $1 every death. So if we die, it's a good thing.
That is a good thing.
This game is very hard. It is a precision platformer. Your first playthrough will probably take you about 1,000 deaths or something like that. So yeah.
That was my first playthrough, about 1,000 deaths.
Yeah, probably same with me.
All right, are we good on time? Are we ready to go? Let's get a countdown. 3, 2, 1, go.
So at the very beginning, we don't actually have our dash. We just go through jumping through the platforms.
You'll see here he's trying to jump as much as possible while he doesn't have his dash. When you jump, it increases your speed by about 30. Base walking speed is 90, but I believe it goes up to 120, and then more as you're in the air for longer. But you go forward a few pixels as you jump. And he has his dash here. He's already done with the prologue. Usually takes about 30 seconds.
Yeah, hardest chapter in the game.
Hardest chapter, very much so.
At least I didn't have a prologue death. That's all that matters.
Going into Forsaken City, he finally has his dash, so you'll start seeing some crazy strats right here. He's already blasting through these rooms. You'll see some strawberries. Those are the collectibles in this game. We're not going to be doing any of those. Well, I think there's about 2 that we collect in this run just because it's faster to go the strawberry route. But for the most part, I believe Joey said he'll try to be going the main route just because it looks cooler. Yes. A lot better. Yeah, the main route that most people use gets 2 strawberries. Mm-hmm. And there is some stuff that we didn't explain, stuff like wall bounces. If you dash up and then jump as you hit a wall, you get a big boost of speed and height from that. So you'll be seeing that a lot. Mm-hmm. There are also neutral wall bounces, or wall jumps, neutral wall jumps. If you... Tough skip here, by the way. Oh, yeah, nice. Nice. Yeah, that always That's a lot tighter than it looks. Yeah. But neutral wall jumps, basically, if you're not pressing any movement and then you wall jump, it'll bring you... sorry, I'm going to talk over here. Right here, we're doing a spike jump. We do a setup for this. So there we go. We just jump right off a spike. Nice. And you're going to see a lot more of those, some different ways of doing them as well. And this is the first chapter of the city, and in 2 minutes, just like that, it's done. Very nice. Just like that. That's a good time, too. Yeah, that was very good. What was that chapter time? 113. 113? Okay, I'll take that. That was very good. Yeah, it's a very... In the practice, I got like a 120, so we'll take that.
All right, so now we move on to Chapter 2. Well, Chapter 1 and 2 are really easy. Once we get to Chapter 3, that's where the difficulty really starts picking up. So
There's also some interesting tricks in chapter 3, demo dashes.
yeah, we'll get to that when we get to it.
Yeah.
There's actually, so fun fact, Celeste has no RNG, and it also has no glitches, except for one that's coming up here. There's one glitch where if you're in a cutscene here, it's going to move, it's going to keep my Y axis, but it's going to move my X axis so that I just move into that dash block and I don't have to actually jump up to it. And these are dash blocks, by the way. These are, they usually add 1 or 2 new gimmicks in every chapter.
They're called dream blocks.
So shush. It's hard to play this game and talk at the same time.
Dream blocks, if you dash into them, they just bring you forward through the block until it ends.
Okay, I'm going to go for this once. Okay.
Okay.
You know, I'll go for it one more time because it looks cool.
It does look cool.
Hey!
Got it.
This is the easy one there.
Saves
Okay.
about a second.
That is like, and then I die there. Cool.
Nice.
But that's like 1 pixel that you can do, I think. Is it 1 or 2? I think
I believe it's a 3-pixel window.
3 pixel. Yeah, that's really tight. And I did that setup list too. So
Yeah, when you have no setup, it's very difficult, but there's a pretty consistent setup.
Again, I want to pull out all the tricks for you guys for this run. I want to make this run as flashy as I can. If I pull out anything that you guys think looks cool, just go nuts. I want the audience interaction to be crazy for this.
Yeah, go Joey.
Also, if anybody wants to match me with doing the donation for every death, you can do a penny if you want to, but let's do some donos per death. I think that's a really cool idea.
You will die 100,000 times.
Just for you guys.
Just for
Just
us.
for charity.
Just for charity. We'll reach the goal just with this run.
This run alone. Who's gonna donate 100 per death? Where's Mr. Beast?
Nah, for real. So we're approaching the end of the main part of the chapter here. You'll see at the end, after he skips cutscene, that it was just all a dream, and that really we're just going to we wake up back where Forsaken City ended, and it was all just a nightmare.
And
So-
you're gonna see a lot of ultras here.
Yeah, a lot of ultras here. If you've ever seen the task for this game, then you'd know this part is crazy, but unfortunately, Joey doesn't have the precision for that.
Not that you know.
Not that I know.
I'm holding him back for you guys. I have to leave some room
He's
for
just
world
using
record.
5%.
And that's old site.
That is Old Sight. One of my favorite chapters, personally.
217 is not bad considering I went for that.
You might notice there also, we never explained Battlein.
That is true. There's so much to talk about in this game.
Yeah. Basically, Battlein, or as the game calls her, Part of You, she is an embodiment of, I believe, Madeline's anxiety, and how basically she's like looming over her or something.
Actually, let me quickly explain. That was a transition. We used a transition to regain our dash there,
Right.
just to get the key a bit earlier.
Also, really cool jump here. We are going to skip this entire room just like that. There you go.
He got a berry.
And I got the 1 berry. That's 1 of 2 that we'll be getting in this run. So yeah, Battlein is basically as close to a final boss as we're going to get in Celeste. Celeste is all about climbing this Celeste mountain. No, the girl's name is not Celeste. It's Madeline.
What?
I know, blowing your mind here. But
But we named her Pace 2023.
yeah, so that's what her name is canonically now.
That's so true.
But yeah, so this game is actually like very, like if you've ever played it casually, or if you haven't, make sure you do. This game is a very good story about anxiety and depression. And it's very well written. So shout outs to the developers for being both very pro speedrunning, but also making a very good story for a pixel art game.
Yeah, shout outs to Maddie Thorson and Noel Berry. Just an amazing game all around. And super supportive of the speedrunning community.
Yeah, also, once again, just every room kind of has like something to talk about. There's a bunch of skips that I've just been doing using wave dashes and stuff. This is why we talked about movement afterwards, because you can kind of just see what we're talking about and what movement we're doing.
Yeah, a lot of this chapter is cycles. If you die, your entire cycle is messed up, and you have to basically improv a new route through the room. But normally there's like a death route, a death cycle.
Yeah, death cycle, yeah.
But I am not sure Joey knows them.
I know all them.
You do know them?
I play this game. I know crazy. All right, this room's really cool. Nice. You got an ultra through that?
Yeah, he messed that up.
I messed that up yesterday, but we
Yeah.
didn't have to talk about that, you know? We could have just acted. Okay, another thing that's very important. When we move away from spikes, they aren't there, so we're going to jump off spike here. Oh, wait.
Wait.
There it is.
Third
Nice.
time's the charm.
That's another instance of a spike jump. That one is a lot more difficult to do. It's a lot different timing. So
I believe this part is called Great Big Mess.
it is. It's called Big Mess, and
Mess.
we had to hit 3 different buttons. You can do them in any order. So this game kind of opens up here in this chapter. But every time you do one of the buttons, more of the platforms go away. So
the first one was boxes. This one is, I think, this one's books.
this one's books. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
books.
And then the last one's
third one.
towels.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it progressively kind of makes the other sections harder for you
Yeah.
by removing more and more of the platforms.
Yeah, and this is kind of like the route that most people do here is this order, going bottom, top, and then to the side. And this is Oshiro. This is his hotel that we're in.
Yes, his decrepit hotel. If you haven't noticed, Mr. Oshiro is a ghost. Why?
Why does that matter?
Yeah.
But Oshiro's gonna change a little bit at the end of this chapter because we're gonna leave a bad review. And if anybody's on Yelp, this is what happens when you leave a 1-star review at the end of this chapter.
This
so
is what happens.
just keep note, don't leave a 1-star review or this will happen.
This will happen.
Yeah. Guaranteed.
It's not if anymore.
Okay, so as Betty was mentioning earlier, there's this thing called a demo dash. We're going to explain what it is after I do it, but I am going to ask for serious time when I get to it. It is a pixel perfect thing that I have to do.
Yes. There is a setup for it, but it's still not like 100% consistent because it still relies on player timing.
Yeah, so it's coming up here after this room. This room is actually like really cool as well, doing hypers and stuff like that through this one.
This room is very cool.
Actually, sorry, it's after this one. There is a safety that I'm going to take where I'm going to go through a screen transition and then come back, and that's just going to set my checkpoints so I don't have to do this room all over again each time I die.
Right.
All right, so here we go. I'm going to need to focus here. Oh, no. No, okay. I thought that was good. Third try. Hey!
Third time's the charm.
Okay, so actually, you know what? I'm going to go for this one. If I get this. Okay, I'm going to go for it again because this one's setupless, but it is actually really cool. Hold up. Oh. I'm ranking up those donos, you know.
Dude, you're breaking.
Hey! No! One more time for the fans. For the fans.
For the fans.
For the fans. For the fans.
One more for the back.
For the fans? For the back? Maybe? You gotta do it for the fans.
You are just breaking my bank.
Okay, you know what? I got it. We're gonna take the loss, and we're gonna go. We got it, and that's all that matters. I learned that today, by the way.
I showed you that literally maybe 20 minutes ago. So basically, let me explain how demo dashing works while we go through the
Oh wait,
Mr.
before
Oshiro
that,
boss
this is
fight.
what happens when you get a 1-star Yelp review. This.
No way. So basically how demo dashing works is that the hitboxes for these fuzzies and any sort of like spike or crystal that you may go through, the hitbox is not fully around the fuzzy. There's a little gap between each, and if you are crouch dashing, Madeline is just the right amount of pixels to go directly through that if you position it correctly. So if you crouch dash right between there, you can just go through. So any of these really you could theoretically demo dash through. They're just setupless. So say Task could do them, but I don't know any human that could.
I got a corner boost there, which kind of messed up my movement, but we're fine.
That was really close.
That was.
But yeah, Mr. Oshiro. Are there like cycles? Yeah, there's cycles for Mr. Oshiro.
Yeah, there is.
But he's very easy to predict. If he gets near you, then he'll slow down your screen a little bit, maybe throwing you off. But
All right, so I usually get like 530s for Celestial Resort, but a 6-minute with all of the stuff that I went for and like doing extra stuff and dying on purpose, we take those. So 9 deaths. And a lot of those were really quick though because it was demo dash.
yeah.
So
Moving on to Golden Ridge. Golden Ridge's gimmick is that there is updrafts, downdrafts, and then wind. They do about what you expect. They either propel Madeline forward, back, up, down, basically whichever way. It'll deter you from going forward.
so the wind is coming here.
Yep.
And this part is annoying. Anybody who's played thankfully the wind doesn't really affect Madeline if you're dashing, so the main thing you're going to see is hypering and just dashing through most of the wind to keep our speed.
Right. Those cloud blocks are also a small gimmick of Golden Ridge. As you saw, they're sort of like trampolines almost.
You jump fast enough, you won't get affected by it.
Yeah.
Do a very cheeky jump there underneath that spike to go back to the bubble.
Up here you'll see another spike jump as you saw earlier in Celestial Resort. Coming up in this room.
Yeah, this one's a lot more easier in my opinion.
Yeah, a lot easier because there's like sort of a setup for it because you go on the wall.
There we go, nice. There's
go.
that one. That room's very hard to do as well, where you have to do 2 wall bounces. Just because you miss one, you have to just re-enter the room. Also, right here is another really flashy trick, where there's this auto-scroller that we normally have to wait for this block, but we're going to skip half of it right here, so we're just going to do this. Nice. Awesome.
First try. Yeah. If you're being pushed by that object and then do a hyper dash or wave dash or whatever, you'll be propelled even more forward.
Yeah. And once again, you normally have to wait for these bubbles to come out, or like to actually activate. Also, that's a very tight jump. But yeah, normally you have to wait for these bubbles to go, but instead you can just, where's my dash? Okay, you can just press the dash button to make them go right away.
That was scary.
Okay, I'm just gonna go to this. We're fine. Again, thankfully this game has a lot of backups.
So yeah, it's very, very reliant on backups if you die. There's like, I think there's probably like 3 backups for every room.
Yeah, there's a lot of different strats, and that's the best part about Celeste. There's so many different ways that you can play this game. Your first run will probably be an hour, but then once you learn hyper dashes and stuff like that, you can pick and choose what strats you go for, and obviously the flashier you go, the better. But you can go for relatively safe stuff and still get a pretty good time.
Definitely.
My PB is a 30, we go by in-game timer, by the way, which is in the top right corner. And my PB is a 36 flat, and I go for really safe stuff, so.
We're in the final section here, which has the worst wind draft. If you're moving forward, you'll probably go just a couple pixels.
Yeah, so you got to dash a lot. And keep your
you're
speed.
going to have to dash a lot, keep your speed if you're trying to go fast. And then there's snowballs that are being thrown at you too. If you get hit by one of those, you'll just die, which are the worst.
It does suck to die in this game.
It does suck to die in this game.
Not today, though.
Especially when...
Not today, that is true.
Today, yeah,
today, if we die, we get money out of it, baby. Let's go.
Supporting a great cause, Urban Arts. Shout out to Urban Arts, by the way.
Shout out to Urban Arts.
Yeah. I always get to
that room
I
sucks
always
so
get
much.
to that last wall and then a snowball hits me.
That room's really cool as well because just all that fast bubble movement.
We're about to get to the
This might be a golden ridge for
Really?
me. This is really good so far.
We're about to, we're in this last one which moved the wind draft going the other way and then propels you forward more, and now we're at the end.
There we go. Nice. That was very good.
At the end of that, normally there's a cutscene where you have to keep a feather floating in the air, but you know,
yeah, a
that's
335 chapter 4 is pretty good.
With one death.
With one
Yeah.
death, yeah. All right, so now we're moving on to Mirror Temple. So Mirror Temple is interesting. We're actually not going to be doing the A side, which is like the normal side of this game. We're going to be collecting the cassette tape and doing what's called the harder variation, which is the B side. And the game only checks if you beat one of the variations of the chapter. And so once we beat the B side, it's going to let us move on to chapter 6. And the B side is faster, but it's much harder.
Well, when you practice like Joey has, it doesn't seem much harder.
Also, really tight jump here that I sometimes fail. That wasn't the jump. I promise it wasn't.
That was it.
That was the jump. Nice. There we go. Skip's getting a bubble and going through a couple. Okay, and then I failed the easy one.
Yeah, I always hate this room.
This room sucks. There's a corner boost right there. We didn't explain corner boosts, but if you do, you want to explain it?
Basically, if you Madeline have speed, you grab corner, jump speed.
I don't think you said half the words you were supposed to.
If Madeline has a lot of speed and then you grab a corner, like generally right where it is, and then jump off of it, it's a corner boost. You'll maintain your speed.
Yeah, so we're going to go do a little quick deviation from what you would normally do in 5A, and we're going to go over and get the cassette now. And in the cassette room, if we dash into the ground, you're going to see me do that a few times. That basically just... I don't know how I hit that.
Yeah.
I don't know. If I dash into the ground, it actually freezes it lags out the in-game timer. So that's just to save a little bit of in-game time.
Yeah, because the music to get the blocks to change, like in Mario, are still going. It goes while the
What
game
an
is
awkward
lagged.
joke.
Goes
Alright.
while the game is lagged. 137 is not bad.
Not bad, not great, but we'll take it.
Yeah.
All right, so now we do B-side. Now, there's another trick in this one that's very, very precise that I'm going to go for. It's called Bub's Drop, and I need serious time for it. I'm going to go for it like twice. If I don't get it, it's not a big deal, but it saves about 20 seconds, and it's really cool, so I'm going to try really hard to get it.
Yeah, this part is
What was
kind of
that
new to
dash?
me. I don't do B-side, so this part is still kind of new to me.
Yeah. I'll try to explain Bub's Drop best I can after he gets it.
Yeah. If
It's yeah, if he gets
after he gets it. Commentators curse.
it. My bad.
Don't do it to me. All right, so right here, I'm going to focus. Oh, let's go!
Let's go.
That saves 20 seconds. So the way that works is if you have a couple frames, I think it's literally 2 frames, to jump during the screen transition and then go back into the screen below that we were in. And since we come up from the top of that screen transition, the game doesn't know where to place us. So it just places us at the next possible, or the closest possible entrance. With a floor, which is that area over there. So it skips getting all the keys. And then we do this. Oh, whoops. Isn't there a spike jump?
Spike jump.
Nice, there we go. And then that skips the other ones.
Well, there's a more technical explanation, but pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, that's the gist of it. I mean, there's a lot more that goes into Bub's Drop, but we basically pause buffer to make it easier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you just go for it, then I think people who go for it have like a 25-minute time or something.
I'm so glad I got that, because that's like what I've been struggling on the most in practice. So I'm very glad I got Bub's Drop first try.
Yeah, getting Bub's Drop first try in this, I was just not expecting.
Me neither.
This is a really good
I was
5B
expecting to
so
fail
far.
demo, and I was expecting to fail Bub's Drop. So 1 out of 2 is fine by me.
Yeah, so far, really good 5B. And he hit the Seeker to get the key, which is very helpful. Those Seekers, they're sort of like battling in a way. Not really.
Not at all. You could also
Yeah.
jump on their head. You can't jump
Yeah.
on Battle Line's head.
Like a Goomba.
It's Mario.
It's Mario. Looks like Mario to me.
This is basically Mario. With depression.
It's Mario Bros. Wonder. They added dashes.
That is true. And the thing is like, I never expected to run like 2D platforms because I'm a 3D Mario runner mainly. And then this game came out and became my favorite game of all time. And I was like, I'm going to try speedrunning it. And it was very good. Also, this is Theo. So Theo's like a secondary character that you can meet in the game in multiple different instances. And this time he's now in a, he played too much Candy Crush.
He
So
did.
yeah, now we're carrying him around. And conserving your momentum with Theo is really hard.
Yeah, it's very difficult. To
Oh, I
get
got that.
any sort of
Nice. I hit the button with my dash. That was sick.
Yeah, very difficult to maintain any sort of speed while with Theo because you have to carry him around. If you have Theo, or if you are not carrying Theo, and then you try going to the next room, it just will not let you.
And also,
Yeah.
if Theo falls to the bottom, you die.
Yeah, you die if Theo dies in this.
Yeah.
All right, and right here, this one's clearly impossible.
Yeah, well, quite clearly, as you can tell.
I was hoping to one-shot this room, but I guess not.
There we go, just like
Nice. All right, this is a really good 5B, actually.
that. Yeah, really good 5B. Just about done with it. See if he gets this first try. There
There
we
you
go.
go,
There we go.
nice.
Nice, and 5B is done.
Sub 335B
Yeah,
is good. That is very good.
Yeah.
With only 4 deaths, too. Nice.
One of the things that is pretty odd about Celeste
Also,
is that
did you know it's impossible to outrun your reflection? All of the cards have like a very helpful and tip for the actual game, and then that one is just very dark.
very, yeah, very subliminal in a way.
Yeah.
But Celeste is a weird way of working where if you do the B-side and you collect the crystal heart, it will still unlock the next chapter for some reason, even though you didn't complete the main story.
Yeah, which made a funny category called Beanie % happen, where you beat all the B-sides and then beat the game.
That's at least all the main ones. There are 2 extra chapters after.
Core and Farewell.
Yeah, Core and Farewell after you beat the main game, which is chapters 1 through 7. Including prologue.
Also, this is chapter 6, where it's called Reflection. Basically, Battleline knocked us down to the very bottom of the mountain, and now we're gonna have to confront her. And this is where the quote-unquote boss fight of Celeste is. Also, listen to this. So that guy is. We call those Kevin blocks. Shoutouts to Kevin. I love Kevin. He's one of the developers who also speedruns the game. And there's wonderful sound effects and music in this game. And then there's Kevin warbling into a microphone for this block.
Truly one of the best sound effects in this game.
And it's literally just, again, there's no effects on it. That's just Kevin.
That's just Kevin.
Yeah.
I wonder how long he had to record just him warbling for.
Imagine going into the studio to record that.
So it's like just warble and you're fine.
Yeah, just warble. I'm sure that was what they told him to do.
Yeah.
Also, shout us. So there's Reflection was supposed to be a completely underwater level. Thank God they didn't do that.
Yeah.
But you'll see a little bit of what it was gonna look like later. Once again, we got to shout outs to the developers, and also we didn't shout her out yet. We had to shout out Lena Rain for the amazing music in this game.
This game's music is absolutely phenomenal.
Especially when we get to the Battleline boss fight, it's one of my favorite tracks. But yeah, shout outs to Maddie Forson, Noel, and also Kevin. You guys are all awesome.
Yeah.
And shout outs to the devs in general for just like being very pro speedrunner. We found Demo Dash by accident, and then instead of patching it out of the game, they made a button for it.
Yeah.
So
they're very speedrunner friendly, mainly because I think they were speedrunners.
Yeah, Kevin speedrun the game day one, had world record. And this game has changed drastically. Fun fact, actually, B-side, world record does the B-side of Reflection. It's technically faster by 7 seconds, but you have to have a perfect Reflection B-side for it to be worth it. So most people don't go for it.
Yeah, I think only like the best of the best runners actually do go for it.
Where's my dash? Okay.
And even then, this just looks. I feel like this chapter just looks way cooler than the B-side.
I should say, grabbing that block is actually faster than falling, because the block does fall faster than you.
Yeah. We also didn't mention fast falling. If you hold down, Madeline just falls faster. Right. That's literally all it is. Also, here's where it would kind of be like an underwater chapter. This is what it would have been like. Thank God they didn't do it, because this is horrible. Also, another really cool looking trick, if I can get it all the way through, coming up is Battle Line boost. We're going to try to boost right into the Battle Line boss fight and slide right on into her for the first hit. So let's see if I can get this. Get to do a hyper jump, bunny hop. Oh.
He kind of got it.
I got it, but I just didn't get it all the way through.
Yeah, just not all the way through.
All right, so this is the Battle Line fights. This has really awesome music, and this is what I think a boss fight should be, where all you have to do is just touch Battle Line for her to move away.
Again, there is no RNG in this game. All of Battle-Line's attacks are like scripted out, so it's very easy to just memorize where she's going to go and what she's going to do.
Yeah.
Her behavior.
There's also some cool skips, like right here, we're just going to slide underneath these blocks there. Nice.
Nice.
And also listen to the music, because it's just very good.
What a banger.
Yeah, it's especially good when they go, hey,
It is a good when they go, hey, yeah.
And yeah, so for the lore, by the way, once again, we're skipping all the story, but Granny, who is someone that we trusted from the beginning of the game, she basically said, you need to confront your inner self and your inner demons, so that's what we're doing, and this is the conflict of this. I promise it won't be like this if you do that. At least it shouldn't be.
Are you sure?
I'm not.
Depends on where you live.
Yeah. Only in Ohio.
Hey, I'm from Canada, okay? We don't have anything like this. I'm gonna see if I can get this. Oh, nice. Nice spike jump.
Yeah, really nice spike jump.
That literally saves like 1 second, but I think it always looks cool if I go for it, so.
It's very difficult, though.
It is very difficult, yeah.
Very
You have to
precise.
have enough speed going into the transition, because the speed does transfer during screen transitions from one screen to the next.
This is a really good fight so far.
Yeah, I'm doing very
Yeah.
good so far. This reflection in general has been
Yeah,
very
this
good.
reflection is very good.
Also, I did you a favor. You aren't a mountain climber. I was just trying to help you. There's your lore.
There's your lore. That's the only dialogue you'll see in this game.
And now Badeline's going to try throwing all this stuff around at us, and we're going to use it to our
Why didn't she
our
just do that from
abilities.
the beginning?
That is true. She was going easy on us.
Sure.
That's just going God
She
mode.
thought she had to use only 5% of her power.
What is she, Shaggy? All right, I take a little bit of a strat and just wait for this.
Yeah, there is
Yeah.
a cycle you can do that where, but it's very
Very tight.
Yeah, very tight to get to that.
And we're coming to the end of the battle line fights. And after this, we're going to get 2 dashes because Battleline and Madeline are going to combine their forces and become one super line. And then we're going to have 2 dashes for the final chapter.
Is that a Mario Kart reference?
Super line?
No, Double Dash.
Oh. Oh, I completely just did not get your joke. Be better.
That is the end of the battle.
I'm going to fire you from couch.
No.
Oh, whoops. Skip that cutscene. Thank you. All right.
And now we have the 2 dashes. By the way, can we get some applause for that fight? That's like one of the
That was
best
a really
battling
good
fights I've
fight.
seen in a while.
Thank you. Yeah,
Like,
that was like.
I don't think you died once.
No, I did not. That was perfect.
This is probably a reflection goal.
This is a gold for reflection.
a 633
Yeah,
or 634
634.
reflection.
That's a gold for sure.
That is
That's a gold by like 10 seconds.
very good
Wow.
reflection.
Wow. Yeah, my late game's been very good. My early game was rough.
Yeah.
No deaths, by the
No
way.
deaths.
No deaths.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Deathless reflection. All right, so you may be looking at the estimate and be like, wow, he's very far ahead of estimate. This chapter's 10 minutes. Welcome
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
Summit.
Summit is
Summit's
pretty
basically
brutal.
a bite-sized portion of every chapter that we've been through, because Battleline knocked us down in Chapter 6, and now we have to climb all the way back up to the summit. So,
Yeah.
but this time with her help.
Yeah. With her help and with the help of, she overcame her inner demons or whatever. How is that?
Yeah, whatever the story is.
Whatever. Who cares? Speedrunners.
Speedrunning. Woo! 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 Can I get a woo for speedrunning? Thank you. That was a lot more of a woo than I expected.
Yeah. It's a great woo.
Oh, that was a very good ultra into that room.
Yeah, very good.
So yeah, this is the reflection section.
See
and-
Battleline helping us.
Rough
Yeah.
section.
And every section is going to end with a battle line section where she boosts us up. So yeah, this will skip here to skip that entire room.
Battle line has turned into a good line.
I hate that joke.
I'm so sorry.
No,
Gladaline?
stop
That's,
yourself.
that's better. That's better.
Still no?
It's better, but we're not anywhere close to good.
Another
Okay.
good skip right there.
It wasn't good a line.
Get off my couch.
So sorry. But this is the portion that is based on Forsaken City. As he mentioned before, you're kind of going through mini sections that are based off of the gimmicks of whatever was in those chapters.
Yeah. Also, I'm gonna go for a little skip here. Oh, okay. I didn't get.
yeah.
You can get a double jump, or you can get a corner jump there, and it just saves 1 second, but it's fine.
Yeah. It's very
Very
swag.
good. Okay, so by the way, it is tradition. I need the audience help for this. When we get to the flags, you guys have to call out every flag and count them down. It's something that is always a thing in Celeste runs at marathons, and I would really appreciate it if you guys were hyped for it. So,
Good hype.
See a good crowd there too.
This is a good crowd.
so this is the old site section. The hardest section is 1,500 meters, which is the, of course,
Hard
Celestial
disagree.
Resort section.
Hard to disagree.
No, I definitely agree.
I definitely agree.
I for some reason have so much trouble. In
Also, this is not the fastest room,
2000
but I think
meters.
this room is like the coolest, so I always do it in my runs just because it looks awesome.
This is a very. This room is so much cooler than the other one. The other one is like
You just wall jump.
5 seconds faster, probably. But that room looks so much cooler to do in marathon.
I'm here to
runs.
show off cool stuff, all right? Like I'm here to show off the cool stuff and not the fast stuff.
He's here for Joey's here for the fans.
I'm here for the fans. Oh, I died for the fans.
you're breaking my wallet, man.
Hey, I had 0 deaths in the reflection.
That's
Give me,
true.
let me have this.
It's for a great cause.
It's for a good cause.
Great cause.
And thankfully, we do have a death counter at the end, so anybody who wants their wallet broken, I'll let you know how much you're breaking your wallet.
Although this run's been pretty good, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Aside from, ironically,
the beginning, yeah.
a Celestial Resort was like the only one where I died a lot, but I was going for stuff I normally would never go for in PvE attempts, so.
You call this the hardest section, but you're already blasting through it.
Oh
Jeez.
yeah,
That room sucks. I hate that room.
That room does suck. There is a really cool. Oh,
Never mind.
that's not it. There is a really cool room coming up called the Ultra Dash room, and if I pull it off, it's gonna look sick. If I don't, I'm gonna cry a little. It's okay. So either way,
I will cry too.
we're going extremes on either measure. But yeah, each room basically has like a cycle skip. So this one is just like that. Here's the Ultra Dash room. Nice. We just skipped a key there. And there we go. All right, cool.
And there's another, correct me if I'm wrong, there's another like smaller skip around here.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
we're going to
right
go down
here,
here to
right
the berry
here.
area. Shout out to the dog room. That's a dog made out of the dust bunnies.
Yeah.
We used to call that the Franco Z room. RIP to Franco Z.
Oh, yeah, R.I.P. I believe they found that just going the normal way is faster.
Oh, is it actually? I still
Yeah.
go that just because I'm an old school runner.
Yeah.
I literally de-rusted this game for this event. I hadn't touched this game in 3 years until now. So
I mean, it's also
As we
Easier
said,
for me.
for the fans.
for the fans. All right, so this is 2,000 meters based off of Golden Ridge.
This is the one I have the most
And
trouble on. for some
this
reason.
one we
this
have,
one is another transition.
yeah.
Nice.
And we're going to get our second berry here.
Get hyped for the second berry.
Woo, woo.
Applaud. Thank you.
There we go. Please clap.
Please. As we mentioned before, here are the snowballs again, the ones that we hate so much.
This one also has a really cool skip, which is coming up right here. This one is another auto-scroller skip, but it's much harder.
Yeah, much more difficult.
Okay, I'm going to go for it again because it looks really cool if I get it. And this saves a lot of time over doing it normally. Nice.
Nice.
There we go.
Yeah,
All right,
that
and it's
was-
not over yet. It's not over yet. There we go.
It's Jover.
Very good. Did you just say it's Jover on the stream?
I just did not say that. I don't know what you're talking about.
Ban him. He has his run tonight, but ban him. This is a cool looking room.
This is a very cool room.
The Hyper Dash room.
Yeah, with the wind draft, it's awesome.
Movement with the wind draft is always sick.
Yeah.
We're going to skip going to that one over there by just jumping up here. All right, and there's another one.
That was close.
Yeah, that was. There is the thing I love about Sun is there's something to talk about in each section because like the next section we have door skip, the most important skip of Celeste in general.
It
saves
saves 10
9
hours.
years. It saves 10 hours, and then last year it saved 9 years. So
It did save 9 years.
yeah, it's generally crazy. You have to go for it if you run Celeste. If you don't, you're not a Celeste runner. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You're not allowed on the boards.
You're just not allowed. It's,
Also,
it's in
this
the
is
rules.
technically slower, but I just take the beginner route for this and just go up here. This skips 2 rooms and does them the non-intentional way. So I'd rather just do this and for safety strats. Oh
These
yeah,
rooms
there's also key skip in this area too. So we'll get to that.
Those rooms aren't very flashy anyway. There's nothing really to worry about.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
that's
right,
what speedruns are all about.
So coming up here is
Flashing.
key skip. I'm gonna need a little bit of focus for this as well. Oh. Come on.
Nice.
There we
That
go.
is 2 spike jumps in a row.
Yeah, just like this in a row.
Thankfully, it's very easy to set that up. You just don't hold any direction and then do the 2 spike jumps.
Yeah.
What was that? Madeline, work with me.
If you grab the key and then you just retry, it'll just keep the key.
Yeah.
Which I think is weird because every other game it just removes it from you. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a stupid speedrunner.
Yo, I am too. It's crazy.
My bad.
We should talk sometime.
I don't know.
All right, here's door skip. It saves 9 years.
It does.
I missed it.
Well, sorry guys.
8 years.
We're gonna
We
be
lost
here for a
9
while.
years. Can we add 9 years to the estimate,
add
please?
9 years
Why
and
am I failing the
15
first one? All right, there
There
we go.
we go.
That's 1. Wait, it's not over?
It's not over.
There we go.
There we
Nice.
go.
Those are both 3 pixel wide gaps. That saves literally 1 second, but it looks so cool that everyone has to go for it.
It's in the rules.
It's in the rules.
I don't go
I
for it.
don't make the rule. Benny,
No way.
you are no longer a speedrunner at all. You're banned from speedrunning in general. Oh,
We're now in the final section, so
get ready to
please
count it down, everybody.
Start counting down
Start
the
from
flags.
30. Here we go.
30,
I'm sorry if I skip some of this.
Yeah.
I'm going to throw people off.
29.
What was
nice
that? I did not hit the dash crystal. 29 again. No.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, every time I die, you have to say the number again.
Yeah.
Oh,
Battle
no.
in.
Battle.
28.
Get up,
Yeah,
Madeline.
there's another downdraft in this section. It's kind of stupid. 27. But, you know.
26.
Yeah, they start kind of
They're
going.
going to get close now.
Yeah. 25. Yeah, this one especially, 24. They're really close to each other. I barely have any time to talk.
No, we're not talking anymore.
23.
The audience is my commentator now. There we go. Nice. That was a little.
21.
I always hate that.
A nice
Where am I
breather.
going? Am I going to the berry?
At the berry. 20. 20-0.
20-0? What is 20?
I said 2.
Battle line.
I love battle line.
All right, so that's the downwind section. Now we're going to the upwind section.
This section.
19.
19.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to get it. I'm sorry. I was
18.
gonna skip it for you guys.
17.
17. Those two are so close together. I don't understand. Maybe this should have only been 29.
They're all just 29.
16.
15.
14. Those are the three closest ones together.
Yeah. Well, it is a pretty hard section for casual
When we get to
players.
like the top 10 ones, we are gonna skip a few.
13. Dude, we only skip like 2, right?
Yeah, we
10
skipped 2 of
and
them.
2.
And 7.
7 skip.
I skip all of them.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
12. I just start at 30, and then when I die, I go back
This
to
might
30.
be a 36 for this one, but it's
11.
crazy, by the way. I can't believe I'm actually going to get a 36 with that Celestial Sword.
Yeah. 10.
I did the
Sorry,
10
guys.
skip. You have to do 10 skip.
Boo. 9.
9.
There's a. Why would you go for that flag, by the way? That flag is horrible.
What?
7. Me, who goes for that flag?
You go for the. Oh my god. You're no longer a Celestial.
Bro, safety strat. 6. Yeah, it's just a safety strat.
All right, and we're going to skip 5.
What?
I like how every time I skip a flag, they get so upset.
Because we
Their
only
heart
know
is-
how
This
to
is all they're here for.
only count by ones.
Yeah, they don't know how to count by 2s.
3. Their heart is broken.
What was it? 3 again.
3.
actually got it.
And the time, by the way, is coming up. Once we skip the cutscene for Summit, that's going to be time. I'm sorry. I had to
that
do
one's mean.
I had to do 2 skip for you. That is frame
If you
perfect to
die
skip
now,
that.
that will be hilarious. 1.
And get ready for time here coming up here. This is a 36, which is great. My PP is a 36 flat. If I
Yeah.
didn't have a bad Celestial Resort, this would have PP'd.
Yeah.
So that's pretty
crazy.
nuts. Very good for a marathon. And time. Nice.
40-23, very good RTA time.
That is very
That is a
good.
really good
Masterful.
Wow.
One of the
I almost got sub
Yeah.
40 RTA. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
30 seconds off PB. Sub 11 Summit too. That's very
Yeah,
good.
that's
yeah,
really good.
This
Wow.
was just a phenomenal run.
That was very good. Thank you to the
Everything.
audience, by the way. You guys were awesome at the end.
yeah, round of
Amazing
applause.
Give yourself a
audience.
round of applause.
Shout out to Maddie Thorson, Noah Berry, Lena Rain, Kevin, everyone else who
All
worked
right.
on this game.
Any guesses on the death count, by the way? Any guesses that you guys have?
31.
35.
It's more than
31.
18.
31. 31.
Someone said 2. I
I'll
heard.
say, no, I'll say 30.
27.
27.
That's less than I
Not bad
thought.
at all.
Really
Yeah.
good.
Literally like a third of those were in chapter 3 too.
Now who's doing any $270?
Yeah, so thank you so much everybody for watching. Thank you to the audience who came out at 10 in the morning for this. I appreciate it. Thank you to my commentators. You guys did a great job. There was a lot to go over, so I think we covered all the bases, basically. Huge shout-outs to the Celeste Discord. Everybody who speedruns the game, you guys are crazy for finding all of this stuff, coming up with new strats, and grinding this game to what it is.
It's a very supportive community.
Yeah,
if you want to
add-
join, everyone there
Please
is
join.
so down
Please
to help
play
you.
this game.
I'm a beginner. I joined the Discord for a bit, and everyone was just super supportive, helping me out. So
Definitely run this game if you have any interest. You'll start with a 1 hour time. You can get down to sub 40 very easily. Along with that, I also need to give a huge shout out to Stay Maddie. She was supposed to be running this run, not me. She couldn't come to pace, so I filled in for her. But shout outs to her for getting this into the run. So yeah, shout outs to Stay Maddie.
Yeah. Round of applause for Stay Maddie.
And once again, shout outs to the
couldn't be here,
developers. We would not be here without the developers
Yeah.
of this amazing game. So
Shout out to Maddie Thorson, Noel Berry,
any other shout outs you guys got?
trans rights.
I agree. Yeah,
true, yeah.
very true.
Very true. I think that's just about
That's all for me. I've been KingjO444, and yeah, enjoy Lego, guys. Enjoy Lego Star Wars. Yeah. Woo!